So here's the question for today's video. How can real estate agents transform the almost daily pressure they feel into a competitive advantage? My name is Gene Donohue, creator of the Agent Success Formula. And in this video, we'll explore why pressure isn't just something to endure. It's actually a privilege that signals opportunity. So let's start by completely reframing how we think about pressure in the real estate world. So when you're lying awake at night, worrying about your pipeline, when you're anxiously checking your bank account, when you're wondering if you'll be able to make next month's mortgage payment, these moments, they're not necessarily signs that you're failing, although you could be. But instead, they could be signs that you're engaged in something that matters deeply and you're feeling it inside. Think about it. Pressure only exists when something is important. Olympic athletes, they feel pressure because the gold medal matters. Surgeons, they absolutely feel pressure because lives are at stake. And you, as a real estate agent, feel pressure because your business matters to you, your family, and to your clients who are probably making the biggest financial decision of their lives. So the truth is, though, not everyone gets to experience this pressure. Many people coast through jobs where their decisions have minimal impact. But we've chosen a career where our actions create real consequences, both positive and hopefully not too often negative. That's not a burden. That's a privilege because you're making a difference. Now, let's talk about some of the common pressure points I see agents face. First, there's the ultimate financial pressure, that inconsistent income that has you celebrating one month and panicking the next. Second is the competitive pressure of standing out in a crowded and noisy marketplace. Third is the operational pressure of managing almost everything by yourself. And finally, there's the personal pressure of balancing ambition with well being, or what I call harmony. Each of these pressure points feels like a weight. But what if we saw them differently? What if financial pressure became your motivation to create more sustainable income streams? What if competitive pressure inspired you to develop your unique value proposition? What if operational pressure pushed you to build more efficient systems? So let's talk about how to transform these pressures into productive energy. First, you have to acknowledge it. Don't pretend you're not feeling it because that only amplifies anxiety. Just simply say to yourself, I'm feeling pressure because what I'm doing matters. This simple reframing can change your physiological response. Second, use pressure as a compass. When you feel that tension rising, ask yourself, what's triggering this? Often, pressure points directly to where your business needs innovation or attention. If you're constantly stressed about lead generation, that's a clear signal to revamp your approach in that area. Third, develop pressure rituals. Top performers in every field have routines that help them perform better under pressure. So, before important client meetings, give yourself 2 minutes of focused breathing. Before difficult negotiations, review your preparation notes. Create micro habits that signal to your brain, I've got this. And I've seen countless examples of how pressure leads to innovation. Think about the agents who felt the pressure of the 2008 housing crash and developed skills in short sales and foreclosures that later became invaluable. Or consider those who felt the pressure of the pandemic and quickly mastered virtual showings. So here's a truth that really transformed my perspective. Pressure reveals your priorities. When you feel that weight on your shoulders, pay attention to what specifically is causing it. Is it fear of judgment, financial instability, lost opportunity? Your pressure points highlight what matters most to you, which is valuable self knowledge. But most importantly, remember that pressure is temporary, but regret is permanent. The discomfort of pushing through challenging market conditions or difficult transactions will fade, but the regret of playing it safe, of not taking that risk, not making that call, not trying that new approach, that regret can last a lifetime. So let's bring this full circle. The pressure you feel as a real estate agent, and this isn't a sign that you've chosen the wrong path. It's confirmation that you're on a path that matters. It's not something to avoid. It's something to embrace as a catalyst for growth. So here's your actionable takeaway. The next time you feel that familiar weight of pressure, pause and say to yourself, this pressure is a privilege. It means I'm in a position to make a difference. Then ask, what is this pressure telling me about what needs to change or improve? So if you found value in today's discussion, I'd love to hear from you. Share your biggest pressure point in the comments below and let me know how you're working to transform it from a burden into a catalyst for growth. Again, I'm Donohue with the Agent Success Formula, reminding you that the path to predictable income starts with a mindset that turns obstacles into opportunities. Until next time, remember, pressure isn't your enemy. It's your greatest ally in building the business and the life you deserve. Cheers.